The world trembles on the edge of prophecy. Storm clouds gather over Iran. The air is thick with uncertainty. Headlines scream warnings. Crowds move anxiously through shadowed streets, glancing at ticking clocks, as if time itself is running out. Ancient prophecies, written in faded scrolls, whisper of chaos and conflict of Persia, now Iran, standing at the crossroads of history and destiny. Maps flicker with tension lines drawn, borders threatened. The Middle East becomes a stage for prophecy and peril. Fear and confusion swirl as the world wonders, what role will Iran play in the end of days? Is this the moment foretold? But in the darkness a glimmer of hope appears, a sunrise on the horizon, a hand reaching out. By the end of this journey, you will find reassurance. Your fears will be answered. Long before it was Iran, Persia was a mighty empire led by kings like Cyrus the Great. The Bible in Isaiah names Cyrus as God's chosen instrument, an astonishing prophecy fulfilled when he freed the Jews from Babylon and then gave them many talents of gold to rebuild Jerusalem's temple. This act, recorded in Ezra and Nehemiah, preserved the Jewish nation and faith. For a time, Persia was a friend and protector of Israel, not an enemy. This unique relationship shows how God can use any nation for his purposes. Persia's role in biblical history is a reminder of God's sovereignty over world events. The legacy of Cyrus still echoes in the story of Israel today. Persia's golden age faded as new conquerors arrived. The Islamic conquest in the 7th century transformed Persia, blending ancient culture with Shia Islam. This new identity set Iran apart from its neighbors and shaped its destiny. Over time, the nation's relationship with the Jewish people changed, moving from protector to rival. Iran's dual heritage, imperial pride, and deep religious conviction drives its modern ambitions. This complex identity explains Iran's unique role in the region. It sets the stage for the dramatic events and prophetic significance of today. The 20th century saw Iran shift from monarchy to Islamic Republic after the 1979 revolution. Led by religious authorities, Iran became a regional power, exporting its revolutionary ideals and supporting allies across the Middle East. Its influence, especially through the Shia Crescent, challenges rivals like Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the U.S. Iran's nuclear ambitions and hostility toward Israel have made it a focus of global concern. The nation that once freed the Jews now threatens Israel, a dramatic reversal with prophetic implications. This transformation is why many view Iran through the lens of biblical prophecy. Iran's actions today echo ancient warnings and shape the world stage. The Bible's prophecies about Persia do not end in ancient times. They surge forward into the last days, echoing through the pages of Ezekiel 38. In this prophetic vision, Persia stands not alone, but as a key force in a coming storm that will shake the world. The prophet Ezekiel names Persia modern-day Iranimon, the nations that will join a confederacy led by Gog of Magog. This alliance, including Russia and Turkey, is foretold to rise against Israel in a climactic confrontation that will draw the eyes of the world. Today, as Iran forges strategic partnerships with Russia and Turkey, the headlines seem to mirror the ancient warnings. The alliances are no longer distant prophecies, they are unfolding in real time, casting a shadow of suspense and urgency across the Middle East. The stakes are immense. The prophecies speak of a day when these nations will rise against Israel, igniting a conflict with global consequences. The world stands on the edge, watching as prophecy and current events collide. But biblical prophecy is not a message of fear, it is a call to awaken, to pray, and to hope. Even as the storm gathers, God's purpose remains sovereign. The Iranian people carry a legacy of resilience and faith. Amid persecution, a vibrant underground church grows, shining light in the darkness and defying oppression with courage. We are called to intercede for Iran, for its leaders, and for the peace of Jerusalem. The prayers of the faithful are a force that shapes history, even as nations rage. God's story is not confined to one nation. He weaves together the destinies of all peoples, and his hand remains steady over the course of his story, even in the most turbulent times. The story of Iran, from ancient Persia to the present, is a living reminder. We are called to live with purpose, hope, and unwavering faith, trusting in God's ultimate plan, even as prophecy unfolds before our eyes. In the end, prophecy is not just a warning, it is an invitation to trust, to pray, and to stand firm in hope as God's ultimate plan unfolds. Thank you. Please like and subscribe also. Leave any comments about the end times.